Hello, everyone. Welcome to Vap Fashion's YouTube channel. My name is Eunice. Thank you for clicking on this video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching us how to sew an invisible side pocket to a gown or to a skirt. First, I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric, and the length of the fabric I have here is 14 inches. And then the width of my fabric on fold is 7 inches. So when it is open, you can see that it's 14 inches, but we always cut our fabric on fold. So it is 7 by 14 inches in length, okay? So then next I went ahead to leave the space. That's the pocket opening, the space I'll be sewing the pocket to on the gown. And this space I have here is 6.5 inches. So to create this space from the shoulder, I measured to the waistline. And here from shoulder to waistline of my client is 18 inches. When I got that 18 inches, I now measured my 6.5, which is going to be the pocket opening, and I stitched downwards and left that 6.5 inches. So right now on the pocket itself, I'm coming down by 8.5 inches. So I added 2 inches to the pocket opening. That's 6.5 plus 2, that's 8.5. So at that 8.5, I came in by 1 inch here. And then I'm going to create a curve. First, you come in by 1 inch and then create a curve like this. So the pocket mustn't be curvy. It can even be straight. It can just be four corner this way if you want it that way. But I always prefer it to be curvy. So right now I'm going to cut out on the curved mark I have here. And then when I get to the 1 inch mark I have there, I'm going to cut out this way. Just watch carefully. So this 1 inch mark I have here is the seam allowance I'll be using to sew the pocket to the gown. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to sew on less than half of an inch on this curved part that I have here. I'm going to sew on less than half of an inch. So to sew that, I'm going to turn it to the right side. Now I've folded the pocket to the right side, and then I'm going to sew on on this curvy line here, on this curvy shape I have here, please. Okay, so I'll sew on less than half of an inch. That's about quarter of an inch. I'll repeat it on this other pocket and come back and show us. So right now you can see that I have stitched on the curved part, and I repeated it on the other side. And then at the upper part of the pocket, I also stitched on quarter of an inch. And see, I stitched on quarter of an inch, and I left the 1 inch which I said is for my seam allowance. So you can see that this 1 inch is opened. I didn't stitch the 1 inch. So now I'm going to trim out the excess I have here at this point. That's that quarter of an inch I have. I'm just going to trim it out, and then at the upper part I'll also do the same thing. Take note that this is the right side of my fabric. So now I'll turn it to the wrong side of the fabric. So you want to make sure that you push out all the edges, just like you can see me doing. So after doing that, I'm going to press it. Can you see that my 1 inch is still out? My 1 inch is not sewn at all. Can you see that? So I'm going to go ahead now and give it a nice press. And then I'll go back to my sewing machine and top stitch on the seam allowance. That's the place I stitch now. So that is why I trimmed out my that's why I trimmed out the excess I have, that's the seam allowance, so that by the time I turn the fabric to the wrong side and top stitch it, your hand will not be able to touch the seam allowance from inside. So you need the seam allowance to be as small as possible. So this is what I have here. So I'm going to give it a good press and then take it to my sewing machine and top stitch the seam allowance area. Okay, so I'm done top stitching the seam allowance. I'm just marking the part where I stitch so that we can see it, because I use the matching thread, so it will not be easy for us to see what I did. So, and I left open my 1 inch, which is for the sewing allowance to the gown. Okay, so I've done it for both sides. So right now you can see that I have the opening. So as it is now, remember that when we I marked the pocket, when I marked the opening of the pocket on the main pocket, I marked 8.5, and on the gown is 6.5. But after stitching the upper part of the pocket now, so what I now have here is 8 inches. I've lost half inch, so that means I have 8 inches, so which is a difference of 1.5. So now on the gown, at the point where the stitch ends at the upper part of the gown, I will go up by half of an inch and pin the pocket half of an inch above where the stitch of the upper part ends. I hope you understand that. That means I'm placing my pocket half inch upwards, that's from where the stitch stops, and then at the down part of the pocket I will place, that means the pocket will come down 1 inch below the stitch. I hope you understand that. So basically what this means is that where I'm pinning the pocket is half inch above where the stitch ends at the upper part of the gown, and then it came down 1 inch below the stitch of the side seam of the gown. So that this means that you will not see where the pocket started from the outside of the gown. That's from the right side of the gown. You won't see where the pocket started from, neither will you see where it ended. So that is why it's an invisible pocket. So if you fix your pocket this way, it will really come out well. I can see I have already stitched it to the side seam of the pocket. So, and this is what it looks like on the right side. Can you see how neat and beautiful it is? You can't even see the fabric for the pocket. It's neatly sewn to the side seam allowance, and I didn't bring it too close to the side seam. I stitched it half of an inch away from the actual side seam. Can you see? So the line is inwards. So this is how to make a neat invisible side pocket, and this is how my hand is coming out. So the curved part is the down part of the pocket. I hope you have learned something from this video and you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please like this video, share this video with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscription is free. Subscribing to my channel just means you are supporting me. So why will you not support me? Eh? Did I offend you? So please, 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 and please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you put on your notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.